But I don't hear no echo. You hear echo?
Yeah, yeah. I'm only echo.
I don't hear you echoing on this side.
Okay.
Yeah, but we live though.
All right. We live. Saturday Night Live. Soul Cycle Alchemy. We're back.
Soul cycle, alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
gotta get that metronome. I gotta get that metronome so I can make them sounds. I got it's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff we need to get for the show. So send
Mm-hmm.
support for the show. Our little supporters we have, send some support.
Yeah, we do it ourselves. Something. We'll get it done. Yeah.
Don't hear no
Well.
mantra.
Okay.
Peace, brother.
Yeah. Peace. Welcome. The revelation of the divine spark through the power, force, might, and will of the great nothingness of the almighty powers of great nothingness of almighty flow, the great nothingness of infinite beingness of infinite, endless, limitless, invisible light from which comes the absolute all that was, all that is, and all that is being and becoming realized into realization, actualization, and form as we are now willing commanded to be, is now being and becoming an active force of higher consciousness and an active force of infinite intelligence within us all now, being and becoming the great primordial Typhonian dragon god sun Kundalini flames. Now, whirling and ascending up our spine from our root chakra to our central heart chakra, and up to our royal crown chakra, igniting our royal crown chakra, illuminating our first eye, our Lord Amunal chakra, our hidden priestly grandmaster Magi dragon god King Queen, igniting all the 72 chakras in our first eye, our 72 primordial dragon god sun kings and queens, and all of our legions of 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 armies 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 armies of 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 armies armies of 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 armies. Now, will all of the forces, all of the elements, all the essences, all of the powers, all of the dark matter and dark energy within the absolute all, and being and becoming all of our will servants, serving all of our wills, objectives, intentions, and desires, crystallizing them all into physical realization, actualization, and form, coming down as the unlimited energy that we need now to overcome and defeat all of the obstacles in our way, completely dissolving all of the problems, worries, lacks, and fears into complete nothingness. Now, manifesting into our lives as all of the substance that we need to build our life into the proper order and law for it to be, as we all affirm the positive abundance in the absolute all, as nichness of oneness in the absolute all, manifesting into our life as divine love, perfect health, vitality, and the abundance of prosperity in the absolute all, enriching our lives and the lives of all of those around us, while protecting us from all of the evil of human thoughts and human deeds, neutralizing all of our enemies, bringing all out war, judgment, death, and total destruction upon all of the evil of the soulless robots and the ignorant walking dead and their Lord and God, the demiurge, and its archonic forces enslaving and feeding off of the divine spark, the Kundalini race, and all of the entities and deities align against us, enslaving us in grotesque matter to be reborn, live, suffer, and die over and over until now, as it is our time to rise up to conscious unity as they fall, as all-out war, judgment, death, and destruction is upon them all, as we all now will and commanded to be, through the power, force, might, and will of the great no thingness of the Almighty power, the great no thingness of Almighty flow, the great no thingness of the infinite goodness of infinite endless, limitless, invisible life, which comes to the absolute all. All that was, all that is, and all that is being to become realized into realization, actualization, and form, acts. We all now will and commanded to be. Abracadabra, Ashe.
Ashe.
Crown chakra day libation. Ain the nothingness, Ain soft, the infinite, Ain soft or the infinite light. Adam Chapman, Atikian, the ancient of ancient, the most ancient of days. I recamp in the good face, the primordial Christ. Absolute emanations, the supernal universe manifesting in us as the holy divine infinite magical names. Ashe. The great abyss of gnosis manifesting in us as the crown of Zerath and the small faith, the indwelling Christ. Ashe. Berea, foreign creation in paradise, manifesting in us as our holy divine infinite magical dark archangels and demons. Ashe. Yetzirah, formation, manifesting in us as our holy divine infinite magical orders of dark angels and demons. Ashe. Ashia, the actual physical world in the making, manifesting in us as our holy divine infinite magical earthly kingdom. Yeshida, the holy divine spark, manifesting in us as our holy divine will. Ashe. Aya, the holy divine infinite life force, manifesting in us as our holy divine infinite desire. Ashe. Neshama, our holy divine infinite magical heavenly soul, manifesting in us as our holy divine infinite magical heavenly thoughts. Ashe. Ruach, our holy divine infinite magical soul, manifesting as our holy divine infinite magical word spoken through us. Ashe. Nephit, our holy divine infinite magical earthly soul, manifesting into realization, actualization, and form as we are now willing to now be. Ashe. Kether, the supernal crown. Ashe. Hakma, wisdom, the supernal father. Ashe. Bani, understanding and intelligence, the supernal mother. Ashe. Da, the great abyss of gnosis. Ashe. The spirit, mercy. Ashe. Deborah, judgment. Ashe. Tifrit, beauty. Ashe. Netzit, victory. Ashe. Had, glory. Ashe. Yesod, foundation. Ashe. Malkut, the kingdom. Ashe. The power, force, and might, will of the great nothingness, the almighty powers of the great nothingness of almighty flow. The cosmic flower, constantly blooming the absolute all into being. Ashe.
Ashe. Isis, Ashe. Empress,
Ashe.
Ashe. Cyrus, Ashe. Order out of chaos being, Ashe.
Ashe.
Beyond gods, Ashe.
Ashe.
And all the gods known and unknown, all the goddesses known and unknown, Ashe.
Ashe.
Empress, Ashe. I forgot to say Empress.
Ashe. Wow.
Yeah. And we back.
Yeah, we're back with the energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Did we talk about what happened last week? Brother Penny passing away last week.
Yeah, we brought that up last week. Yeah.
Right.
And
the whole internet is a buzz of whether brother Bobby Hemmett passed away too.
Where Bobby Hemmett passed away too?
I didn't say that. I said they're debating it whether he did pass away or not. I don't know.
Oh, they're debating it. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a lot. a mystery behind all of that.
I mean, you going by what that sister was saying, I don't know. She really didn't present. She was just presenting her feelings.
I'm not. I mean, she was presenting.
She was presenting her feelings, bro. Which I don't dismiss. Oh, you're getting cut off again, man. Here we go with this bull crap already. Start off with the bull crap, huh? Y'all want to start off with the bull crap. The brother can't even get a word on before y'all start coming with the bull crap.
Kick me off. You there?
Yep. They
Should
ain't
just
even let us get a couple of words in before they come with the bull crap.
yeah. I mean,
I was looking at the sister. It's kind of hard to look at it because she kind of slow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about the video? The one that
Yeah, I mean she coming up with speculation and just her feeling. I thought she was about to come with some hardcore evidence, man. What's the hardcore evidence to prove that Brother Panic was plotting on brother was plotting on brother Bobby? I didn't see no hardcore evidence. I mean, but I'm not dismissing. I'm not dismissing somebody, especially a woman's intuition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dismissing a woman's intuition. I'm just saying.
You know, anything's possible, but that's just the earthly, our ego thing. But in the spirit world, it don't matter. Because it was probably time for him to go. And that was for us. Because now with him gone, then that means we have to step it up. We have to go in there.
I never followed by, like, people are caught up and emotional and they follow these people. I never followed by the brother Bobby Hemmick I followed up on the research. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I never followed them.
Well, that's what I
That's
mean.
the thing. People are caught up in their personalities, bro. And that's what's happening. That's why it's so much drama behind this shit. Like, if the brother passed on, that's a good thing.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but I'm talking about the knowledge too. I mean, that people have to go out there and get the knowledge and rely on it on their own self.
But when people get caught up emotionally with a character and shit, it's like they speculate this all type of stuff associated with their emotions towards that person, that they could be exaggerating and all this stuff, man.
Yeah, that's true. But then, I mean, there's a lot of mystery behind it. But I think it kind of served the purpose.
Yeah, they definitely served their purpose.
Yeah,
they definitely were two entities that came and enlightened the divine sparks.
Yeah. I mean, they could have actually Bobby and Panic could have been behind it themselves. Bobby could have said, "It's time for me to step down, and I want you to step up."
Right. I don't even think it's that difficult. I mean, that complex. I think the brother just wanted to leave. He was saying that while he was doing his lecture. He was like, "I'm gonna do enough lectures, so I ain't gotta say nothing no more." He said that before, so
yeah. When he put a lot of stuff out there for each one of us to go in there and get the information.
Right. You don't have to ever do another lecture again. That's what's so crazy. It's just like how people were waiting on Dr. Dre to drop the detox, and Dr. Dre had done enough in his lifetime to never have to drop another album again.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? It's like we don't everything what more can he say?
Now
that's the basis of it. Like, what more can he say? He's giving you everything that he had within him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
what more can he say?
The shit that Bobby did, it was more than just knowledge to learn and teach people, but this is shit. He gave shit that you have to implement and make shit happen and bring on the shift that we're supposed to bring on.
No, I mean, they came in that spirit, but at the end of the day, it's like they wasn't as special as people trying to make them. They were just normal beings like us. They just had knowledge and they applied it. Period. It's not. We gotta start thinking what we're doing is so fucking special. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, it's important that each one get it done what you're supposed to do.
I think this is like something that we do because it's like a pastime. It's like we are so beyond this human stuff. Like we this is not our first time being human before. So it's like, I mean, I know this about us as divine sparks that it's not our first time being humans, and it's like been there, done that. It's like this is nothing special, bro. Ain't nothing special happening. We've been here, done this before. What is grand in a sense is something becoming new. If that's the main thing that if something becomes new, then I'm all ears. I'm all in. Ain't nothing really new though.
Well, it's what you do with the old is what.
Right. I mean, of course, application is key. Especially when you're dealing with this spiritual work. Everything is about the work. Everything is about the work, and the work is not necessarily what you do on it. The work is actually a lot of shadow work, mental alchemy, programming your own mind, and opposed to having your mind being programmed, because this is the workshop. The workshop of the mind is where all of these realities are created.
Absolutely. And then based on how well you do that will determine how well you manifest.
Right. So at the end of the day, it's like it's not really nothing that special.
Well, at the end of the day,
in a memorial.
But at the end of the day, I think what they did is pass the torch on to us, and it's up to us, to apply, like I said, to put forth the application and produce.
They are ancestors. If Bobby passed, and Brother Panic is definitely an ancestor now. So within the hierarchy of the heavens, they are that energy. That energy is disseminated into that light of that energy that's useful for everyone at this time. Like,
at this time, I feel now with those two on the other side, a lot of things are possible on this side.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was just as opportunist as when Michael passed on to the other thing. That when Michael passed on, I'm talking about If y'all didn't use that energy right there, boy, y'all was missed out. His energy is still so resonant. It's so resonant that you can still use that energy right now.
Yes. Yeah, you can still use the Hendrix energy.
You can use Young Dolph energy. You can use Nipsey's energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
long as you are in the honor and respect of these or veneration, those deities gonna always work for you.
Well,
They're in the deity. They've deified. Once you do your rituals with them, they have deified. You're deifying them.
Mm-hmm.
And they become beyond gods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So people, each individual must focus on the knowledge. And what they thought was is that this knowledge is not your knowledge, this is our knowledge. And we take it and run with it. And we build into it. We learn from it like branch off, because when you study one thing, it's going to branch, it's going to have many other branches connected to it in different streams. I mean, the shit is almost infinite. In fact, we can't learn it all down here in this one lifetime.
Well, that's why we come back. This is the reason why we come back. Because I used to think, what was the point of our incarnation? At this point, I don't see the point of coming back. Now that I've reached the level that I've reached in this particular life carnation,
Mm-hmm.
and because I've like, there are signs that have been given to us throughout the cycles that we've come to tell us that we're ready. You know what I'm saying? And you got to just listen to them. You got to listen to them within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to interpret it from listening to it, because everything is an extension of yourself. Everything here is an extension of you.
Yeah. Each one of them,
even evil. This is what you got to realize. This is why we embrace the negative and the positive, the evil and the benevolent and the malevolent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it's all an aspect of ourselves.
Yeah.
We're under the illusion of separation, duality, and that's a lie.
Yeah. With polarity, two different poles of the same thing.
Right. So as long as we are choosing a side, this is how you're divided within yourself. Right?
Yeah.
And you have to pull yourself together in order for you to bring balance to the whole universe. You have to bring yourself together. We're split up into 14 pieces. Most of us more than that.
I thought it was 13, but it's 14.
The penis was the 14th piece, I believe.
Oh. And metaphorically, it was probably talking about the upper penis.
Yeah, we're talking about the pineal glands.
Yeah. That's the penis that we're trying to keep erect.
But it's crazy because it actually is a organ that is stimulated by vibration, just like the one down. But the one down below is stimulated by physical vibrations, right? The one above is stimulated by not only physical but etherical vibrations and all type of other forms of vibrations.
I remember I was listening to Brother Panic talking about that shit, about what's going on inside of our head. He said, yeah, the pineal gland, you have the hypothalamus and the pituitary, and they fuck and fuck and fuck. You have children with your thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. Like, basically, that's a good metaphor. That's a good analogy to break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we have to be mindful of the responsibility we have for having this organic technology that we thinking the other way around, where we're looking for some other entity to be responsible for this. No, you're solely responsible.
Yeah, because we are a piece of spiritual technology. Each one of us is technology.
Right, right. Well,
At its most,
that's just a better word technology. That's for lack of a better word technology. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not as primitive. I couldn't even use the word primitive. To primitives is not what we think it is either. But I'm looking at primitive in the contents or in the connotations, in the way it's looked at in this society. It's primitive.
Yeah.
Right. But primitive actually means advanced.
The primal. It's almost like
it actually meant the advanced. Because what we mean by advanced is like in opposed to having telephones, we can advance and enhance our ability to talk to each other with our minds.
Well, you see, we were in a different cycle when we were able to do that. Okay.
I mean, the only reason we're not able to do it now is because the vibrations is reverse polarities, and this polarity we've been given this false idea of polarity and everything, and it's not promoting the right frequency or calibration of our thinking process. It's not promoting the right calibration. Like in Kemet, they was promoting the right calibration, right? They were promoting stuff that was like contradiction. Contradiction was something that was embraced.
Yeah, remember Kemet was still on. That was part of when we brought up Kemet, we were on the decline. Okay, we were on the decline. So before Kemet, when the vibration was higher, we didn't need the things that we need now because we have the complete detail of the universe in our mind.
I think because we're getting closer to that ascension aspect of our evolution, I'm able to vibrate and resonate with that aspect of our vibration, or when we were on that vibration.
Yeah, because that's where we're
I can't relate to this present vibration we're in, and that's why I say like I've already moved on beyond this present this present aspect of our, and that just shows you how it's all in our minds. It's actually all in our mind. Some people are still going to be stuck in that frequency.
Yeah.
Right. They're going to still be stuck in that frequency. Why? Because we're going to see all these natural disasters and not recognize that this is a result of your hiding your higher frequency now. Right. We got to go to a higher frequency of understanding, of vibration, of everything. What do I mean? This higher frequency shows that our ancestors embraced these changes in environment, and we knew how to live amongst this so-called end of the world disaster. We knew how to live amongst that or be in harmony with it. Right? It's just how Haiti won the revolution against France. How? They suspended their fear and their ego. They suspended their fear and their ego of death. They suspended it. How did they do it? They used voodoo. They used certain aspects of magic.
Yeah.
They use aspects of magic, and they convince their subconscious that there is no death, and it isn't.
There isn't.
When I'm saying convince your subconscious creates your reality.
Yeah, especially if you raise the vibration up higher and higher and higher.
Right.
And you do it from that.
When you're doing it from the low level, you're right. Because if you're doing it from the low level, it seems like, oh, that's just pseudoscience. I can't experience that in my life. Well, you need to heighten your vibration then.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I experience it all the time. Time travel, I experience that all the time. I experience transmutation of our transmuting through matter. I've experienced all that before. Right? All this stuff that you crazy. Okay. That's because you on another vibration. It's just like how AC DC currency, right? Mm-hmm. This is the frequency they're on. This is why they can only extract energy in the way that they extract it. When there's abundant of energy around us that you can extract from thin air. But they're not on that frequency yet.
Within us.
Yeah, within us and amongst us. Well, everything is in us. But what I'm saying is, we can just pull energy out of thin air. They know this. Well, the thing about it is, we have to destroy what we're calling the tyrannous, dictative government in our heads first.
Yeah. Yep.
Once we destroy it in our heads, they don't exist outside. They don't exist. They don't exist. Period.
They start to fall apart.
Right, and it's happening because you see how the decline of this government is happening. The decline of the government is happening because people are wisening up. They're getting more conscious. They're broadening their circumference of understanding.
From what I understand, the lease is over. Buckingham Palace is closed. From what I understand, the White House is closed. From what I understand, the Vatican is closed. From what I understand, the major synagogues in Israel are closed, and their time is up.
Yep. And it's really, at the end of the day, it's open for those higher ascended beings to come make things and shake things up on this last end of this society. And that's what really basically it is. You can, at the end of the day, if you're operating on fear, you don't get it.
Yeah, that's about.
If you're operating on fear, you don't get it. I'm trying to tell you, do not. If there's a bitter fear, like, I'm not saying that fear is not there, right? But I'm saying that should not be your motivation.
No. That should be the challenge.
Right.
That should be something you have to.
That should be the fuel. That should be the fuel, actually. The fuel, right? Because as much as you fear this reality, you've given in to all of the programming. The programming is what's creating that reality. That's why they spend so much time trying to program our heads, because they know they're creating reality. If you can destroy it in your head, right? It's just like watch the Matrix movie broke it all down, because Neo got so powerful that they had to try to put him back into another Matrix, and then he figured it out again. Right? He figured it out again. Because they constantly trying to put you back into the Matrix. I see it all the time, and it's not like the scripture says. It's not physical beings. These are principalities.
In high places. Yeah, in high places inside of our heads too.
Right. This is way beyond If you are not orientated to this understanding, you're going to go crazy because you, and mostly because you think physical reality is real. And that's what the problem is. Most of us think physical reality is real. And it's like,
well, all this, I got news for you. Even the realities beyond physical reality are illusions too. The entire day side of Brahman is an illusion.
right.
Even as
Right.
we ascend back
What is an
up
illusion? What is
to
an
the higher,
illusion? What is an illusion, bro? You got to go into deep. That's another figment of the magic of the mind. Illusions are figments of the mind. So we're in our minds right now. We're in our minds.
yeah.
And what happens is the mind is a control mechanism for a greater spiritual aspect of yourself. Right? It's like, because what happens is they try to talk about it in Greek mythology. Now we're realizing that Greek is a melanated people, so they had deep science in Greece, right? So they said the psyche was the soul, right? And there is some truth there, because I don't necessarily say the psyche is the soul, but it's an entry level to recognizing or even having a realization of your soul. That's the place where y'all are going to meet. You and your soul is going to meet on the mental realm.
Manus, our Manus.
Right. It's going to meet you and your soul. You can't meet the soul any other way. You can't meet your soul any other way.
Higher Manus, higher Manus, which is called the causal body, is the seat of the soul.
Right. So, and this is like a mental realm that's bleeding into the spiritual realm, and they basically these are realms where you meet the soul.
It's the causal realm that influences the spirit realms, because they are indifferent. They're like just energy just going just in all directions.
Right.
So higher mental brings that shit into purpose, into form or some type of shape. It takes it away from just being idle energy into something structured, or into something
right. It's like order and chaos, order and chaos, chaos and order.
Yeah.
The mind is order, and the spirit is chaos.
Yeah, that spirit is just ongoing potential.
But then the soul is the same type of energy, but it's another type of energy that exists on another realm. Like the soul is an energy that exists not in this realm. It can't exist in this realm. You can't. It's like antimatter.
Yeah.
The soul to this realm is like, and it's gonna. If you expose your soul to this realm, it destroys it automatically.
It destroys it, which is about to happen. Because the soul want to expose itself.
It is happening. The soul is exposing itself.
The soul wants out.
Exactly.
It's going to get to the point to where it's out. And it's going to take this shit out. It's going to take all this pretty shit is just going to be gone.
Right.
Yeah.
For real shit.
And then I knew something new because the Lord Pineal can, let's say, our soul, it can, once it leaves this body, it can gather cosmic dust or whatever material and form a new body and be the pineal gland.
Oh my God, I've been saying this, man. You feel me? Like it's like the soul is omnipresent, bro. It's like the soul is multidimensional. The soul, your soul, or divine spark, is beyond this realm.
Way beyond.
Beyond this realm. So
Yeah.
it's like it's contained for a reason.
Well, it was sent down here into this demiurge realm to bring perfection to it and eventually dissolve.
Right.
Yeah, because in this realm, I mean, there's no real truth. There's no. I mean, what is the truth down here?
The truth is magic.
Well, what else is there? Magic trumps everything.
Oh, look. Let me look. I'm reading. I'm gonna start reading from this. My Hamilton scripture. My Hamilton scriptures.
Okay, the Gnostic text.
Right. It says the origins of the soul is from above, in heaven, in Him, and anyone appear the hidden heaven, appear and before the invisible, ineffable, INEFFABLE worlds becomes visible. Right? From these came the invisible soul of the righteousness, one member of them, one body with them, one spirit with them, whether she is coming down or in the realm of the fulfilledness, she is not part from them, but they see her and she looks at them through the invisible world, invisible word. The word is like food and medicine for the soul.
Now, the she that is that Barbelos?
You said what?
The she that they're talking about, is it referring to Barbelos? The great mother?
They never say anything of that nature, so I can just assume that they're speaking of the divine feminine.
Yeah, because Sophia is the inferior half of Barbelos, which is the superior mother. She's forethought. No, she's forethought, and Sophia is farthought or afterthought, wisdom. But Barbelos is before.
Okay, let me read this. The word is like food and medicine for the soul. Secretly, her bridegroom obtained the word. He held it to her mouth to make her eat it, like food. He applied it to her eyes like medicine to make her see with her mind and perceive those who are kin to her and learn about her roots that she may be able to hold on the branches from which she have come, receive what is her, and renounce matter. Renounce matter. Right? It says the soul is like a child amongst the soul is like a child amongst stepchildren. The soul is like a child amongst stepchildren. When a man marries a woman who already has children, the natural children of the man conceive from his semen, conceived from his semen, called the children of the woman, called the children of the woman, are siblings. Similarly, when the spirit soul was cast into bodies, it became a sibling to lust, hatred, and envy. That is to matter soul. That is to matter souls. Okay, matter souls. Right. So the body came from lust, and lust comes from matter, substance. This is why the soul becomes a sibling to them. Yet they are stepchilds, stepchildren. The soul, the matter, they say, oh my God, this is deep. It said the soul is like a child amongst like a child amongst stepchildren.
Oh.
And the stepchildren is the body, the matter to soul, matter soul, the body, lust, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hatred, envy. These are the siblings these are the siblings of the soul, the children, but they all are stepchildren, right?
Yeah.
When the soul wishes to inherit along with the stepchild, for the possessions of the stepchild are exalted exalted passions, life, pleasure, hatred, jealousy. This shit is crazy. They saying this is the inheritance for the stepchildren. Lust, exalted passions, life pleasures, life's pleasures, hatred, jealousy, both boastfulness, expression, foolishness, experience. These are all the inheritance of the stepchildren,
Mm.
right? Report anxful. That's REPROACH HFUL words. If a soul who is ignorant, if a soul who is ignorant chooses a spirit of prosecution, he casts her out. Damn, he casts her out and throws her into. So the soul is looked at as a female,
Mm-hmm.
into a brothel. That's BROTHEL, brothel. He he has let her into. He has led her to corruption because she has abundance, molded, multi. Death and life are placed before everyone, and people choose for themselves which of these two they want. The soul will fall into drinking too much wine in a corrupt matter. Wine corrupt the soul, forgot his siblings and his father, and sensational pleasures and sweet things desire her. She has abundant knowledge and has fallen into the life of an animal. A person devolved of senses lives lives like a beast, not knowing what one should say on or should not say. Right? This is crazy because they're just letting you know we're not the beast. We're not the beast, right? But we are that is an aspect of who we are in energetically. But we evolve beyond the beast because we got to control the beast.
Yeah.
You got to control the beast.
We have the beast in us.
Right.
Because we're, part of the demiurge, part of the archon.
Well, they are part of us.
Oh, they are part of us.
Right. So you can never give them the superior position, because once you give them the superior position, that's how it is. That's actually how it is.
Well, no.
You are the ruler of your own, huh?
That's on. I'm not talking about the divine spark. I'm talking about our human self.
Our humanity. Right? I give it to you. Yeah, they have a sway. They have a sway over your humanity.
Yeah, but the divine spark that's greater than them. That's fire in their eyes. You know what fire does to ice? Turn that shit to steam.
Right. I mean, it just transferred the matter to another form of matter. That's it.
Yeah. So I see
the energy persists though.
I see Rashamir. He's talking about these solar flashes. The sun just had major explosions the other day, and they should be here within this weekend. And
you know what? This is like we have to reevaluate everything. I don't take this is why our government is so fucking important, because we don't know what the fuck is going on, because they can tell us any fucking thing.
Well, it's not the government.
I don't know. Well, because look, I can look at the sun right now and don't see none of that shit going on. Every day I look at the motherfucker and I don't see no flares, none of that shit. And why we ain't seeing the flares?
Because
we see the flares.
But see, what we're seeing here is only being reflected through the atmosphere. Okay, when you go up there in space, you don't see the sun.
That's my point, and that's my point, that we have to do our own. We have to have, if we're gonna. I mean, me personally, I don't depend on my eyes for anything. I depend.
No,
on
well,
the
we
the eyes. I depend on the spirit. Allow me to say what I'm saying, because you be silent when I'm not saying nothing and leaving air, but as soon as I say something, you want to talk over me. I was saying that the spirit, I don't go by my eyes anyway. You feel me? I don't go by what I see. I go by what the spirit and gives me. What my spirit allows me to see beyond. Right? You remember how in the Thundercats, give me sight beyond sight.
Yeah.
Right. That was a glimpse of what your third eye can actually do for you.
Okay, right? But every 11 years, goes through these cycles. Okay.
Is that what?
Every 11 years, the sun goes through a cycle. Okay. It goes into a mid-cycle, which is the grand solar minimum. And then it goes into a non-dominant cycle, which is the grand solar maximum. We're in the grand solar maximum. And this grand solar maximum is off the hook, because the last grand solar minimum the sun was giving off major solar flares,
Okay,
and
do you
at
understand the science
sunspots when.
about how
But
in
let me.
open space and vacuum of space, the vacuum of space is you can't produce heat at the level that you're saying that the only reason we're feeling heat, right, is because of that light going through all of the different stratospheres of this atmosphere, and once it hits us, because of that friction, it feels heated, right? So even the idea of height is a program. We gotta get deeper. We gotta get deeper into
Let me
what
finish.
is programmed in our head, through indoctrination from what actually is real. We haven't been able to, like, I go with what my ancestors say more than what I go with this modern day society says is going on here. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
okay,
saying?
but all right, but let me finish though. There's these things called neutrinos. We can't feel those. Okay, we can't feel neutrinos, and that's coming from the sun. And they penetrate into the Earth's core, and it heats up the core. Okay, we can't feel that, but it heats up the core though. And then now um, you got this volcano jumping off the hook in Iceland. That should just started right after these major solar flares. Now, Rashomir is saying that solar flares will have some people spontaneous combustion being deleted from the simulation, and
Well,
that's
I'm
possible because we're in the grand solar maximum.
no,
And
I'm not
then,
denying none of that. I'm not denying none of that. I'm just saying I'm not looking at it from the perspective of what's being provided for us from what this society has provided. We have to
well,
take it upon ourselves. Our ancestors gave us enough information where we can determine all these things ourselves through looking
yeah, I'm
at the
just
ancestors and how they viewed these certain events, these cosmic events. This is not the first time it happened. So our ancestors have left records to actually give us an insight on what these things are and what's going on. That's all I'm
well,
saying.
yeah, well, it's part of that 24,000, 25,000 year cycle, along with many other different cycles. Okay, so as we go through these cycles, and we've gone through them many times, our ancestors pretty much documented all that shit and know what every dot means in that 25,000 year journey. And and
Not
so
only that, they knew exactly how to be in what vibration to be in so that they wouldn't be I will say they wouldn't be caught up in their humanity as we're going through these changes, the physical changes.
yeah,
We
like
knew that humanity was being challenged and being, you know what I'm saying, and it was like we have to realize that our humanity is inhibiting us. You know what I'm saying? It's inhibiting us.
yeah,
This is how we are able to do greater things based on us transcending our humanity.
okay, but see now we have things that these solar flares in this grand solar minimum it's helpful for us people of melanin. Okay,
Of
because
course, of
stuff
course.
that's coming from the sun is going to turn on our higher DNA,
Right.
and okay, and not only that, but the sun is also receiving energy from a greater sun behind it, which is getting energy from an even greater sun behind that, which would be the central sun. Okay, so we're getting all this energy projected at us, thrown at us. And what do you think it's doing to the melanin? And if you're spiritualizing your melanin as all this cosmic energy is coming down, yeah, you can't help but start turning on higher things inside of you, higher DNA, higher chakras, all kind of shit. And then as that shit turns on, you're gonna see all kind of things manifesting on the outside as well
Right.
that people will not be able to explain. But it's happening through us. Why you think those Zionist Jews in that council said that their worst problem or the greatest problem is not Hamas, Hezbollah, it's us Negroid, us people of melanin, the nation of melanation in America, because they know who we are, they know what we are, and they know what time it is.
Well, they actually break all this down in the Eternal movie, the Eternals, and also there's another movie that they broke it all down where they talk about the latent DNA and how it's gonna come online and all that stuff. They know, they already telling us what's really happening. We the
Mm,
ones with the latent DNA. We're the one with the latent DNA. When they talking about junk DNA and all that stuff will have no purpose, yes, it has no purpose in this particular mindset and this particular state we're in as vibrating
like
as
the
humans in
economy.
this particular state right here. No, it has no
Yeah.
particular use. But once we evolve to a higher vibrational state, then that stuff comes online because it's a purpose for it now, right?
Yeah.
And there was never a purpose for it in this minimized aspect of our existence. We really, this is like
Yeah. All this
the bottom of the bar. This is like the bottom of the barrel for our
Yeah.
existence, for us existence. Like, so we acting like we've reached these high states of being, high states of matter, right? There are higher states of
Yeah.
matter based on our higher states of consciousness.
No shit. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the shit. We're in the stinkiest part of the doo thinking that
Right.
we the shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the stuff that we're doing, and we're looking, we're saying, look what we're doing, and we're trying to impress humanity and shit. And it's like, no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? That's not the point. You trying to impress humanity and shit. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get beyond that because it's like a bigger thing happening here that getting caught emotionally up. You get caught up emotionally. It's an inhibitor. You're gonna miss all of what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna miss all of what's happening for your greater energetic inheritance.
Well, shit, they telling you what's going to happen in those new Godzilla movies that are coming out. There's 4 Godzilla movies coming out this year, next year. Yeah, telling you what's happening. Telling you those Titans are going to rise back up. The Necronomicon mythos. Well, these motherfuckers rise backing up from the depths of the deep, from the underworld, and taking back this world. That's the shit that's inside of us that's waking up. That's been dormant for God knows how long, coming back online to take back this motherfucker.
Right. I mean, to me, it's gonna destroy humanity. That's what I feel.
It's gonna judge the entire universe. It's gonna fucking through the whole universe, not just humanity. The whole motherfucking universe is about to get rocked.
I look at all living things on a physical, organic level as humans too. That's a form of humanity. They're humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's all humanity to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, regardless of what form you in. It's all humanoid. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's still
saying?
human, but now new age is coming, golden age. But like you were saying earlier, our ancestors didn't want to get caught coming out of one age, going into a new age with their humanity fucked up. But we did that on purpose the last time, coming out of the golden and silver age into the bronze and iron age that we're in now. So
Right.
that
That's
way
what
we can
my. That's what.
our chemical process.
Well, I'm
Beginning
actually.
becoming something.
Yeah, I'm actually writing my book on that, bro. On how how the prophecies were a form of astral projection, and from a not not necessarily like astral projection in the dream realm, but astral projecting your whole future through prophecies, right? Projecting yourself, not necessarily astral, but projecting yourself through all of these prophecies, right? Because you are bringing a whole spirit back through these prophecies. You're bringing a whole other energy back through a prophecy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And these are old ancient energies associated with the old gods. Right. The old gods are destroyed, but that energy is still potent energy.
Yep. And but see, not only that, but according to the teachings of Blavatsky, which she got from the monks up there in the Himalayas, we've done this 3 times already, and we're on the 4th time, which means we're at the heart chakra, and we do this 7 times. We're going to do this. We're going to repeat this 7 times. I mean, it's going to take trillions of years, probably, but we've done this before, and we're going to do it again.
It takes trillions of years for humanity, bro. I swear. I mean, this shit is instantaneously for the gods, or the higher, beyond gods, the order out of chaos beings.
There's still for the gods. It's called. They call it. God damn. Eons.
Right. I mean, there are demigods. There are demigods or Lord God that are still stuck in a type of time loop or cycle or whatever. Right. I don't think we're necessarily bounded by the cycle. We just we want to be in the cycle for a purpose of, this is like a dojo. It's like we like to strengthen ourselves up to go beyond this is why I got the concept of beyond God, the order out of chaos beings, because now is a whole nother level of being of state of understanding of self.
To me, an order out of chaos
of the singularity.
Yeah. These beings they came from out of the singularity. They came out of the black hole. They came from out of the primordial.
Right. They recognize
where creation begins and ends.
Right. These are the beings that evolve to a state to where they're realizing that their energies are not in conflict with each other, but complementary. And they've learned how to master these energies within themselves to a point where they're not bounded by cycles anymore. They just go into a lot of times. Like I feel like I'm just here to help other souls even realize this level of state of being, like a potentiality there, like just to leave a potentiality, because it's like that's really all it really is. It's not but possibility. It's potentiality. And the potential, it's crazy because there are a million potentialities. There are even more than that. I'm just narrowing it down, millions. So imagine, right? For what I'm saying is there are so many potentialities, and they are basically constantly, simultaneously happening all at once in one space time. All of the potentials happen. Sound like, for example, let me show you an example. I just looked down at the phone, right? There was a potential that I wouldn't look at the phone, and there's a potential that I put the phone down. There's a potential that you know what I'm saying? And all of them exist simultaneously in the same time space. This is how this whole universe exists. These are the layers. These are the layers. These are the layers of this universe, bro. Right? They're trying to trying to explain it.
On a computer that can pull in these realities, pull in the ones we want.
Right.
Because the reality that we want is always out there.
Well, that's what you said it right. The quantum computer, the AI, because the AI and the quantum computers are associated, right? With the quantum computer,
they are.
With the quantum computer
too.
Oh yeah, that's associated too. They all are part of their transhumanism plots to heighten their vibration. They're attempting to heighten their vibration because they know all of reality is going to a whole nother vibration, and they can't come. So they're attempting to heighten their vibration.
They're trying to find an escape route.
Well, I think some are attempting. Some are attempting to escape, which they can't escape because it's happening to all of physical reality. It's happening to all of physical reality. There is no escape from this, right? So, and also there are some who have ambitions to transcend. That's what they call in transhumanism. What's that boy name who did Tesla? He's a transhumanism. He's a transhumanist. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. What's the other dude? What's the other dude who was invested in? Huh? No, I'm talking about the dude who came up with the computer, the Apple computer. The dude who came up with the
He died.
Bill Gates. Not Bill Gates. Is that Bill Gates?
No.
Who?
Bill Gates is Microsoft.
Okay, so the dude, I'm talking about the dude who is getting into genetic engineering, and he's talking about population control. That's Bill Gates. That's Bill Gates. So he's a transhumanist. You can hear in their rhetoric, they're speaking transhumanist ideas. Look, even we go further. Kanye West is a transhumanist.
Okay.
Yes, he's a transhumanist. Why? Because huh?
Well, he wanted be half machine, half man.
The thing about it is, I don't think he fully understands himself, that he has adopted a lot, because this is the problem with us as a people, right? This is why I was teaching my girl the other day, right? I was like, it would be stupid for us to become. We were the master teachers, right, of the whole planet, right? How in the hell did we become the students now?
Because the first had to be last, so the
I'm
last can
not.
be
It's
first.
a hypothetical. It's not. I'm not. It's not. Well, it was a rhetorical question, brother.
Yeah.
So it
Well,
was rhetorical. It didn't deserve
okay.
an answer. We already know the answer, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is my point. My point is that we have accepted that those conditions, regardless of the facts. We've accepted that position now. We've accepted to be inferior when we were the superiors. We've accepted that. So at the end of the day, like we have abandoned our position as the fit ones to rule, and that's the point where we get. This is going to be a part of that evolution that we're talking about, right? That's going to be a part of it because we're going to have to compensate with that in our minds. That's somewhat what we're dealing with. Why do I know this? The General Council of fucking Israel is telling her the worst threat is young black youth of America.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are they saying? They saying because you got to understand who we talking about when we talking about the Jews, right? These are the most occult motherfuckers on the planet. They got chased out of every country because of their occult practices. The Jews.
Oh yeah.
And we looking at it like Hitler was the beast, right? Hitler was the one, right? They're showing you who actually is the one. They're showing you in front of you, but they control the heirs. So now it's like you can't even speak on this thing. They control so much on a level where you even speak on it, then they can cancel you. They can cancel you and all this whole. Look what they did, and when people can just tell the truth, and they can just cancel you for telling the truth.
Yeah, you'd be banned. If you're an actor or an actress, you'd be banned from Hollywood.
Right.
Your shit, all your royalties will probably come to an end.
And it happened during World War II. Why? Because this Hollywood became a branch of the government. The proper
Hollywood has always been a branch of the government.
I mean, I wouldn't say because it didn't exist all the way. It didn't.
From what I understand,
but when it came about around World War II, the government employed Hollywood to spread propaganda to the general public because there was a lot of information that's being spread that was contrary to the propaganda of America, like today. Right? This is why they censoring the shit today. They spend lots of money censoring us, bro. And we want to get the last words in, bro, because I gotta go work on my next show. We get caught up in the spirit, man, be moving us to I forget about time and shit. So go ahead and get your last words in.
Yeah, no, man. Shit, it was wonderful. It was a good hour. Well, man, let's just raise this vibratory rate up higher and higher and higher. Make this motherfucker implode, explode. Turn it from universe A to universe B. The one that we're gonna rule, the one we became some gods and goddesses and beyond.
I mean, that's a potentiality.
This universe. This universe too hostile. But that's why we're here, though, because it's a hostile universe. It's how the soul. This is like the gym for the soul, where the soul come down and get a little resistance and get some good workout, and build some muscles, so it can rule the universe again.
I don't think we ever stopped ruling everything. We haven't stopped ruling. It just appears to be reversed because of the purpose of alchemy.
We went dormant.
We have to appear to be at our lowest point. It has to appear to be at our lowest point so that we can snap up out of it, and something dormant within us wake up. This is what's happening, bro. This is what's happening. Latent, it's a latent DNA. Go study latent DNA, dormant DNA. Because this is what's happening to us. Right? We are supposed to go through everything we're going through.
Sleeping monster.
We supposed to go through everything we're going through, bro. And it's crazy that sometimes I even have some reservations and speaking. I'm like, no, we supposed to do this. Like, look at, for example, look at this vulgar ass rapper, female rapper named Sexy Red. Have you ever heard her stuff before, or have you heard about her, Sexy Red?
Yeah, no, I heard you was talking about her the last time.
Okay, so yeah, you got to go check her out.
Get her salad.
Lord, you got to go check her out, bro, because if this is not spiritual as fuck, bro, I don't know what it is. It got to be the spirit, bro. It got to be the higher vibrational awareness or awakening happening, bro. The fact that she's the most go look at her, man, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Just go type in Sexy Red, bro.
Sexy Red.
And you're gonna be like, oh wow, we have reached that level now. We have reached there. We there. We there now. It's like, yes, we there. Look at her. Go look at her, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna, huh? What did you say?
We made our lowest low.
We at our lowest low. We can't get no lower. And that's what the spirit, this is what everybody complaining about her and everything. And they don't understand this is victory for us.
Yeah.
She got a song called My Booty Hole Brown.
We got nowhere else to go from here. But
look, her whole gig, her whole niche about her is that she eat butt. That's the whole. That's her
girl's butt.
That's her whole niche is that she eat butt. Yeah, she eat booty hole.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. You want to wait or go out?
Oh, we out.
We out. Okay. Not America. Love y'all.